Hey, hope you're doing well. If you don't know me, I am Sam. I'm the pastor at Emmanuel Downtown in downtown Zanesville, down on 7th Street. Wanted to just do a quick introduction to a project we've got coming online this year, and it is a lot of this sort of thing. We are going to be creating content, so we're going to be doing videos, blog posts, long-form social posting, podcasting, in order to tell and talk about God's story. And so what we're trying to do is talk about the biblical narrative. So we'll take a lot of in-depth looks at the scripture, the stories that are being told in our holy books. And then we'll also be talking about the ways in which those stories intersect with our own lives here at Emmanuel, those of us who are trying to follow Jesus, what that looks like and how we've experienced the truth of these stories in our everyday lives. As we do that, of course, we want to know what you think and what your questions are. A lot of what we can do is just throw information out there, but I really want to know, and we really want to know what it is that you are after. So perhaps you're a member of the Emmanuel community and you've been coming on Sunday and you have questions. You've heard things that are said that are new or different or challenging. Perhaps they don't line up with what you've been taught before or what you've heard others say. That certainly happens in the world of Christianity. So if you've got those questions and you want clarification regarding things that are said, we certainly want you to reach out to us and let us know that. Perhaps you are not part of our community, but you've caught something online, and the same may be the case. You've heard something said or heard about something said and you want to know more. Please let us know what those are. It may also be the case that you are part of another church and perhaps you don't feel comfortable asking some of the deeper, more perhaps controversial questions that you think maybe are off limits or maybe embarrassing to ask in your community. And feel free to send a message in that case if you'd like to remain anonymous, and we will address every and all questions that we can. And then sort of the last group that we're hoping kind of becomes part of this is maybe somebody who really has no experience of the church, or maybe was and has left and kind of has written the whole thing off, or doesn't understand the claims that we make as a church, what we're saying about Jesus and God and the world and the reality that we live in, which is not the same reality as more than 2,000 years ago and will not be the same reality of what we call the age to come. And so aside from just getting stories out there, we also want to be interacting with a community and building a community here. So we really encourage you to do that. Of course, we would love for you to come and visit us on a Sunday morning or come be part of a group. The other thing we are doing this year, we have two primary focuses here at Emmanuel. The first is this project, which we're talking about now. The other is taking a intentional, in-depth look at and engaging with the historical disciplines, spiritual disciplines of the church. Many of us in the modern, particular Western church, just are not familiar with what it means to really read Scripture, to pray, whether it's praying throughout the day or praying contemplatively in terms of meditation, which some people get scared. They think that's Buddhism or Hinduism or some taboo, off limits thing, but it is absolutely not. It's a historic practice in the church. Charity, works of help. The list goes on in terms of the things that the men and women of God have been saying work to facilitate our relationship with God, to hear His voice, to feel His prompting, to feel His presence in our everyday lives. So if you're interested in that and maybe you don't have that going on in your own community and you want to come be part of that, you're free to do so. Again, send a message to the page, drop a comment, we'll follow up with you about that. So that's what's going on. Again, my name's Sam. If you've got questions, drop them. We will have many other faces as part of this project in the coming days, weeks, months, and year. But we look forward to hearing from you soon.